All right, so for number 34 on the review worksheet, we are given the equation x minus 2 squared, all squared, plus k equals 0. And we need to create a value for k that will give us no real solutions. So what number can I put for k here to make this give us no real solutions? So what no real solutions means is that if we graphed it, the graph would never touch the x-axis. So this value right here, so if I think of the vertex, I know the x value of the vertex is going to be 1 because I'd take, this is my x value, change the sign. This is the y value, so it'd be comma k. A is positive out here, so I know it's going to be a regular u. So if I was graphing this, where could my y-intercept be? Where could the vertex value be so that it will never touch the x-axis? Well, if it's anywhere above 0, it will never touch the x-axis. So that means if k is anything that's positive, so you could really make up any positive number you want. So if you want to say k is 2, that would work because it's positive. The reason that works is because if I plug in 2 for k, so I have x minus 1 squared, plus 2 equals 0. First thing I would do is subtract 2 on both sides. Then I'd end up with x minus 1 squared equals negative 2. When I take the square root of both sides, I end up with the square root of a negative number. Anytime we get a square root of a negative number, like I do right here, that means there's going to be no real solutions, only imaginary numbers. So we don't care about imaginary numbers right now, we just want no real solutions. So any positive number for k will make that no real solutions. If I want 2 real solutions on this graph that I was talking about earlier, again, this is going to be a positive, that's a positive a value in the equation. So our graph is going to be a regular u. So what I need this u to do this time is I need to have it touch the x-axis 2 times, so I get 2 real solutions. So if I have 2 real solutions, what do you notice about the vertex, the y value of the vertex? Because remember, k is the y value of the vertex. Hopefully you're saying it's below the x-axis, which means that y has to be negative. So if I plug, or in this case k I should say, so if k is any negative number, let's say negative 3. If I plug in k equals negative 3 into the equation, I'll have x minus 1 squared minus 3 equals 0. So I'd add 3 to both sides. So I get x minus 1 squared equals 3. Take the square root. So I have x minus 1 equals plus or minus square root of 3. So square root of 3, that's a positive number inside of square root, so I can take the square root of it. It will be a decimal, which is fine. But these are real numbers. So when I add 1 to both sides, I'll eventually get 1 plus or minus square root of 3. But that is 2 real solutions, because I have x equals 1 plus square root of 3, and x equals 1 minus the square root of 3. So each of these are my 2 real solutions. So for number, I'll just stop it right